Super Eagles watch. England. Wilfred Ndidi's World Cup dream is feared threatened as the Super Eagles midfield powerhouse picked a hamstring injury in Leicester City's 5-0 loss to Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park. Ndidi was stretched out in the 51st minute of the game after Leicester City had gone 2 goals down. But his coach, Claude Puel, assured in a post-match conference that the club will ensure the players would be fit before the World Cup. His compatriot, Kelechi Iheanacho, was substituted just 1 minute into the second half before Leicester City were reduced to 10 men after Albrighton was shown a straight red card. Ndidi's week was also capped with the Leicester City Young Player of the Year award at the Leicester City Annual Award Night held at the King Power Stadium. The 21-year-old has been consistently inspiring, playing 33 of Leicester City's 35 Premier League games this season with 4 assists to his name. He has played a key role for Leicester City as a defensive midfielder and impressively leads the Premier League overall tackling charts with 138 interventions to date. Ndidi was also nominated for the Players' Player of the Season along with Harry Maguire and Jamie Vardy, but Maguire emerged the winner. Victor Moses was at his best again for Chelsea as he played for 90 minutes in Chelsea's 1-0 win against relegation-threatened Swansea at the Liberty Stadium to keep hope of a next season's Champions League appearance alive. Moses, who played excellently in the match, was booked in the 30th minute for tripping on Swansea's player, Martin Olsen. The game was Moses' 34th appearance for Chelsea in all competitions this season. Alex Iwobi did not travel with the rest of the Ghana squad in Wenger's 2-1 loss in the last game against Manchester United at Old Trafford due to a suspected hamstring. But the Super Eagles forward has since returned to the theme. Arsene Wenger featured mostly young players in the encounter. Ola Aina was in action for Hull City as he played full 90 minutes in Hull City's 2-0 loss to second-place Cardiff City at home. The Chelsea loanee made his 45th league appearance for the Tigers, who are now 18th in the Sky Bet Championship. Spain. Ogenekaro Etebo and his club, Las Palmas, continue to struggle in the Spanish La Liga, having been relegated to the Segunda. The midfielder was in action for the whole 90 minutes as they played a 1-1 draw with Espanyol. Etebo had featured alongside his compatriot, Imo Ezekiel, who was substituted in the 71st minute as Las Palmas were looking to keep their Spanish La Liga fight in view but failed to keep a single win in 12 games. Francis Uzoho. The Super Eagles goalkeeper was in action for Deportivo B team as they won 2-0 away against Rapido Buenos in the Spanish Segunda B group. The game was Uzoho's 24th appearance for the club and keeping 13 clean sheets in the process. Belgium. Moses Simon returned to action for his Belgian club, Ent, but it was not a sweet one as his club suffered a 3-1 defeat at home to Standard Liège. Simon was later substituted for his compatriot, Samuel Kalu, in the 71st minute. Turkey. Super Eagles defender Kenneth Omero featured for Kasımpaşa for the whole 90 minutes as they suffered a 4-1 loss in the Turkish Super League. Shehu Abdullahi played full-time for Bursaspor in their 2-1 victory over Konyaspor, but the right back was booked in the 87th minute. His compatriot, William Troost Ekong, played just 5 minutes in the game as he came in the 85th minute while Mikel Agu was an unused substitute. Russia. Ahmed Musa was once again in action for CSKA Moscow as they played a goalless draw with Zenit St. Petersburg in the Russian Premier League. The Leicester City loanee has been vital since his return to the Russian League with CSKA Moscow, as the club is now placed third in the Russian League table with just 1 point from second place Sparta Moscow and 5 points from Lokomotiv Moscow, who have 57 points. China. Super Eagles captain John Obi Mikel's Tianjin Teda suffered a 1-0 loss to Guangzhou Renhe. Mikel Dou played 90 minutes. He received a yellow card in the 66th minute for a rough tackle. Tianjin Teda is now placed 12th in the league with 8 games to play. Super Eagles striker Odion Ighalo continued his newly rediscovered goal-scoring form for his Chinese club, Changchun Yatai, as he scored a brace in their 2-1 victory against Shanghai SIPG. The Changchun Yatai striker scored 7 goals in the 8-week-old Chinese league this season. Here are the absentee Super Eagles. Some Super Eagles players were not on the field of play to do battles to their teams in the week in review. They include Joel Obi, Torino, Italy. Joel Obi was not included in Torino's squad list that lost to Lazio in the Italian Serie A league game. He has been sidelined for a long period due to injury. He recently got his national team recall in Super Eagles' last 2 friendly games against Poland and Serbia and could also be included in Gernot Rohr's list. Tyrone Eboyi, Ado Den Haag, Holland. The Super Eagles defender is yet to recover fully from an injury he sustained earlier. Tyrone was missing in action as his club played a 3-3 stalemate with PSV Eindhoven. Leon Balogun, Mainz, Germany. Leon Balogun was again not in action for his German club, Mainz, in their 3-0 win over Leipzig in German Bundesliga. The defender has made 14 league appearances with Mainz this season, and he is still one of the players that will certainly make Gernot Rohr's World Cup list. Mikel Agu, Bursaspor. No reason was given for his absence from the field of play. Agu did not feature in his team's 2-1 victory over Konyaspor.
Follow Hot Sports on